Green Acres is the place to be. Farm living is the life for me. Land spreading out so far and wide. Keep Manhattan, just give me that countryside.
New
Solo.
York is where I'd rather stay. I get allergic smelling hay. I just adore a penthouse view. Darling, I love you, but give me Park Avenue.
Not a chance. That's yours.
That's yours.
Fresh air.
Times Square.
You are my wife.
Goodbye, city life.
Green
Acres, we are there. Welcome to Buffalo Wild Wings Coaches Show, week Quattro.
I can't
No,
believe it.
Cinco.
Cinco Bayou.
That's right.
Cinco de Mayo.
Cinco de ship. This is Seminole Bob
Rowing the boat. and I'm
back
sinking.
in the passenger seat tonight as
Back
Marty
in
filled in
the
for him last night.
saddle
How was your
again.
game last night, Bob?
It was very good. Emerald Coast really took Freeport to the woodshed. 54-0.
42-0 in the first quarter.
Yeah, it was butt ugly. Sorry.
That's sort of like what was that? There was a college game like that where a team scored 43 points in the second quarter. I think it was Toledo last week. Holy Toledo!
Holy Toledo!
But
Jamie
anyways,
Farr.
Week 5, we got a great lineup of guests. Last week was a great show.
It was like Roger Clemens bringing the 99-mile-an-hour fastball and then throwing an 80-mile-an-hour changeup. It's not fair. But for our show, man, I'm telling you, folks, you need to go back and listen.
Principal Winfielder was
Spot on.
lightning in a bottle.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I like that.
You like it?
Lightning in a bottle. That may be her
And
new
then we
nickname.
followed it up with, wow. If you never wanted to play basketball, all you have to do is sit in a room with Coach, the new Navarre basketball coach, Aerosmith. And
Todd Aerosmith. Yep.
He'll have you playing basketball tomorrow.
Yeah, he threatened if the interview didn't go well, I had to run wind sprints across the bar. I mean, I like.
Luckily, nothing was up there, Bob.
Yeah, true.
I don't even see how you could get up there, to be honest with you. I don't think either you or I think Marty could, but I don't think either one of us could get up on that bar.
But, yeah, he brought it strong, man.
Yeah, he did. And got our guest out there tonight, Joe Settle. Prayers still with you, brother. Debbie Broxson checking in. Tim Keene. No, I'm not saying that, Tim.
Roll Tide, Tim.
And Debbie likes you. And, yes, you did beat the Badgers last week. And even my wife was like, I knew we weren't going to win that game.
Roll Badgers.
Roll Badgers.
Did that.
I did say that last week, didn't I? They rolled on out of Bryant-Denny Stadium with a 24-point loss on the road.
Were you surprised? I just didn't see any fight out of Wisconsin.
Not at all.
But Alabama played well. I mean,
they only scored one offensive touchdown. The other was a kickoff return for the Badgers. And I'm going to ask this. I mean, they are 2-1 on the season. There's still a lot of season left for the Badgers. Is Coach Fickle on the hot seat?
No.
Not at all?
No.
You don't think so?
No. Not this year. He's
or has he earned enough
yes.
credit going forward right now?
Yes.
Okay.
I
But
think
anyways,
so.
we got a great lineup tonight. We Coach Lee Jones, the wide receiver coach for Navarre. He's going to be on here, and two of our top 3 wide receivers will be on the show tonight. Marquez White. What a season that young man's having so far.
Sure is. Yeah, absolutely.
The number 1 receiver for the Raiders. He's had 2 big games against Catholic, and then last week against Mosley. And Brody Power stepping up. He will not be our guest tonight, as Connor Hamlin will be will be in here tonight as well. So 2 of the top 3 wide receivers for the Raiders will be here as well.
I think Brody's nursing a sore back, I believe.
Sore back a little bit. I don't know if that was the result of the game last Friday night, or practice. I'm not sure. We'll ask Coach Lee Jones when he comes on tonight. I'll be interviewing him. Marty's going to take care of the wide receivers tonight. So you get a break, a little bit of a reprieve tonight.
I'm going to be the starter and the closer.
That's tough to do, Bob, being the starter and the closer.
Only in Little League can you re-enter.
And we're not Little League.
We're not Little League.
We're big time now, folks.
We are.
And Buffalo Wild Wings Wednesday night, Culver's on Tuesday night, Friday night, wherever the Raiders are playing, whether at home or on the road. We're there. And it looks like in the spring we're gonna start doing some home Raider softball games.
Sounds good.
And we'll be doing it from up on top of the Raider at Bennett C. Russell Stadium. That way we can get a full
shoot
view. Shoot down and get a full view of the softball
I'd like to
field.
do a game or 2 of basketball.
We might just do that. We'd have to. You can't get very high at Navarre at the gym there.
Is it legal to do that on school grounds?
You went there, didn't you, Bob? You're always tipping the boat.
Yeah, I mean, you're right. You're right. It's hard. It's hard. It's hard at Navarre, just because of the setup.
In my gym back home in Indiana would be great because our arena seats over 5,000 people. You could go up and look down, but at ground level, it's tough doing a basketball game.
Yeah.
So we'll see. We may do 1 or 2 this year. We'll have to. I love basketball. I grew up in Indiana. You know that.
And we could do audio only.
No, not a chance.
Okay.
Once you give someone a taste of the sirloin, there's no taking the sirloin back, Bob.
You're right. That's why you're the boss. Or
No, I'm not the boss.
You're
The boss is sitting at home. I
why-
learned that a long time ago.
that's why you're Irish Bill.
That's why I'm Irish Bill. That's why we're still together after 35 years.
Amen to that.
She's the producer, and she's the boss at home. And once I realized that, we're happy. We're a happy couple.
Happy wife, happy life.
That's right. And we got Milton coming up this Friday night.
Yeah.
Milton, who would have thunk it? Last year, 0-10, and not very close. A lot of not very close games last year
Navarre
for the
was the
Panthers.
closest, I think. wasn't it?
15-13 at Bennett C. Russell Stadium.
Yep.
As Andre Spence, Milton was getting ready to take the lead and possibly the win, but Andre Spence says, not tonight. And they fumbled on the 1-yard line. The Raiders recover. They went on to win that game. And Milton goes 0-10, but push the brakes. It's a new season, new head coach, new coaching staff, new philosophies going on up north off of 87 and 90, up in Milton at Haywood Hanna Field.
Panther Stadium.
I get it all mixed up because there's like 10 names that incorporated with their name of their field and their stadium. But they're always great hosts when we go up there.
Yep.
And hopefully they have those kebabs again this year.
Chicken kebabs.
Those are to die for. And we will be very close to the field as well on the visitor side in the press box. It's hard to miss anything from where the angles that we're going to be at tomorrow night.
It's a shame they're not going to wear the jerseys they wore last week.
Were those not incredible for a broadcaster?
Yeah.
I mean, they had like 15-inch numbers on the back, and they were in white, and we could actually see them.
Yep, absolutely.
But it's going to be always a great matchup when Milton and Navarre to get together. There's been some great players come out of both schools. I mean, I can name a couple at Milton. Actually, 3 I can name. Cortland Finnegan that played in the NFL for quite a few years.
Started out with the Titans, I think.
Lawrence Tynes, a Super Bowl kicker.
New York Giants.
New York Giants, and now the current punter and holder for the Pittsburgh Steelers is Corliss Waitman.
Okay.
He's a good friend of my son Brady's. They actually trained with one-on-one kicking for quite a few years. Corliss played at South Alabama, and then he went on and he's got picked up he's been with the Steelers for a couple of years now. But and Navarre, Michael Carter still in the NFL. Jordan Leggett gets drafted.
Jordan Jefferson
currently with the San Francisco 49ers. In fact, the Arizona and San Francisco are playing each other this weekend.
Ooh.
So you will have 2 Raiders. Even though Michael's on the practice squad, he still travels with the team. You'll have 2 Raiders going against each other. And that's the second time this year that we have had 2 former Raiders go against each other, as in Michigan State and Western Michigan played in the first week of the college football season.
Right.
And it was Terrence Marshall and Grady Kelly meeting each other on the field. So, and we got some more talent, because I look for Grady to be drafted next year as well. He's having a great season so far with Michigan State. They're on the road this week to USC. It's going to be big time out in L.A. for Grady and his Spartans this week. But let's talk a little bit about last week's game. Marty and I kind of broke it down last night, but what's some of your takeaways from the game last Friday night against Mosley before we move on to Milton?
Well, certainly the momentum early was Navarre. And
bad snap on the first play from scrimmage, 21-yard loss.
Absolutely, and you want to take advantage of that. You cannot let good teams off the hook, right? And Navarre did. We don't know what happened.
I got the clarification on the block punt. It actually wasn't a Navarre player that blocked it. He actually kicked it into one of his linemen.
Oh, there you go, lineman for the county.
And we recovered at the 20. We had we had the short field. Unfortunately, not short enough. And
boy, that took the wind out of the sails of Navarre right there and then.
95-yard kickoff return. Interception return. And it was they go for 2. It's 8-0. I mean, Jack Meyer comes back and kicks a field goal, his longest of his varsity career. Great job by Jack.
Right.
But any other observations coming out of that game, Bob?
I think we played better overall. I would have liked to have seen a little bit more intensity from Navarre. I know at times we showed it, but I don't know.
They got to play it for 48 minutes.
Yeah, that's true. I mean that's probably the summary of the game. You got to play 48 minutes, and Friday night on the road we've got to play 48 minutes, and if we don't, we could be 0-4. We don't want to do that.
And you know what? I'm trying to go back, and I have all the stats of every the records from every game, and I'm going back here, Bob, all the way back to 1998. Navarre, and I'm looking at it real quick, little online production here. Navarre has never started out a season 0-. Actually, 2008, they lost their first 5 games. 2009, Chad Lashley's second year, they lost their first 5 games before they got a win. But this could be only the second time in Navarre history where they start out a season with 4 straight losses.
Yeah, the surprise of the season in the Panhandle has been Milton, no question.
Wow.
And a great job Ronnie Douglas has done turning that program around instantaneously. What was Coach Wall's record against in-county foes? It was crazy. Only 3 losses out of.
I think he was 34-3 or 34-4.
Yeah. I mean, and so much. There's been so much distraction for head coach Bagley. He'll say no, but look, he's human, like you and me. Congratulations, Coach Bagley, on your third girl.
Daughter.
Better start saving for those weddings there, brother.
He's like, what did I do?
Yeah. So
He goes, I guess I can only produce girls, which is not a bad thing.
No. I had, 3 out of 4 of ours.
Yeah.
But he played it. Coach Bagley played at Milton, so there's a little bit of a distraction. Speaking of distraction.
Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah.
Brother.
So there was a beer commercial on TV.
Yeah.
And
They say, Marty, you're dead weight.
Marty, you're dead weight. So
he doesn't take it personal.
Just a lot of distractions. And, the further distraction is they don't want to be the second team ever to start out 0-4. And there's a lot of pride in these kids.
There is.
And a lot of pride in the coaches.
Most definitely.
And so, I mean, it's not like, they're all cheering to go 0-4. I mean, the season doesn't get any easier from here.
Yeah, that was one of the things that I brought up with Coach. And
all of our contests are.
And it looks like we got 3 receivers here: Hamlin, Brody Powers, and Marquez. And Coach Lee Jones is going to be
3 receivers left. 3 receivers left.
Yeah. Our starting 3 wide receivers are now in the house.
Oh, man.
And,
well, listen.
We ready to get the show on the way?
It's up to you, your show. I don't know if we're going to go into picks or we're going to go. We could say that.
Why don't we hold the picks till after we do the interviews? Picks.
You know what that is in sign language? Boring.
Unless you want to do the picks now.
Let's do that. They're talking.
Let's do the picks. They're getting acquainted over here. Marty's talking with Coach Jones and our 3 wide receivers over here to our left. We'll go over congratulate our offensive, defensive, and special teams players of the game again. You know what? We got to get going, Bob. From Cottondale, the Hornets, Zacharias Collins, 41 carries, 396 yards, and a losing effort to Freeport, 71-60, with 4 touchdowns. But he is our offensive player of the week. Our defensive player of the week from Baker, the Gators, Wyatt Straight. He was flying straight last Friday night, 21 tackles, 12 solo, 9 assists. And our special teams player of the week from Catholic, Keller Brown. We got to see him in week 1. He was 2 for 2 extra points, 1 for 1 field goal, 4 kickoffs, all touchbacks, 4 punts, 4 inside the 20, and a 43.8 average in their win over Montgomery Catholic last Friday night. Those are our special teams, offensive and defensive players of the week.
Perfect timing.
Now let's get over to our picks. Last week, I took the high school 21-6. Marty and Paul came in at 20-7 a game back. Joe at 19-8, and my good fella, after going 28-1 the previous week, he came back to reality. 18-9 for Bob. So it was a good week. But this week's games, we got one tomorrow night, Weewaw at North Bay Haven. Joe and I are going with North Bay Haven. The rest of you guys are going with Weewaw.
The Gators.
We got Navarre at Milton. We got Paul, myself, and Bob going with Navarre. Joe and Marty are going with Milton.
Marty, you're dead weight.
Then we got Choctaw at Niceville. The answer here is Niceville going to score off this vaunted Choctaw Indian defense?
Yes.
Okay.
It'll be a very close contest.
You got a very good Andalusia, Alabama team coming down to Santa Rosa County to take on Pace. Paul's the only one going with Andalusia.
Okay.
Fort Walton Beach at Walton. You're not making that mistake this week.
No.
We're all going with Walton at home. Booker T. Washington at Gulf Breeze, all going with the Wildcats on the road. Pensacola Catholic traveling all over the way over to Jacksonville to take on Providence School.
The Celtic.
The Celtic.
Celtic.
No S on the end, just
Nope.
the Celtic.
Singular, sir.
That's you don't see that very often anymore. We're all going with Catholic in that one. Mosley at Escambia. The Dolphins continue to roll on the road. they got to come back this way again, 2 back-to-back weeks.
Yep.
West Florida at Tate. Tate forgot to put their offense on the bus last week at Milton in a 3-0 loss. Joe, Paul, and I are going with West Florida on the road. Bob and Marty are going with the Aggies at home.
That was a tough pick right there. Just on
We
paper, but they don't play games.
We
on
got
paper.
Dr. and Jekyll, Mr. Lincoln High in Tallahassee going to Ware County, which is one of the better teams in the state of Georgia. And hopefully it's not going to be like Thomas County Central Catholic that beat them 79-14.
What?
No, that wasn't them. That was they went down Central. That was Florida High that got beat 79-14.
Ware County's in?
Ware County.
It's true. Thank you. Trying to think of the city.
I'm not sure.
I wrote
hey
it
Marty,
down.
where's Ware County?
What's the big city?
Ware
in
County in Georgia? Do you know where that's at? South of Macon. There we go. So they're making their way to Macon this week to take on Ware County. We're all going with Ware County at home.
Good team, yeah.
Childs at Godby. We're all going with the Timberwolves on a short trip across Tallahassee.
They're playing on the blue field.
Yep. We got South Walton. Actually, that's Rickards.
No, but Godby's field is blue too.
Is it?
Yep, it was right near my daughter's apartment.
Wow, I did not know that. It is Marty bringing up the map here, and it's right below. It's in between. It's near Houston County. Houston. It's not Houston. I learned a long time ago.
What's the big city?
Macon.
Okay.
It's south of Macon.
Macon. All right.
Because I remember their hockey team that they used to have. They were called the Macon Whoopie. They were called Macon Whoopie. How could you come up with the hockey team and put that on your jersey? Well, your hockey is sweater. I got to use the proper terminology there.
Macon
Whoopie. Next we got Valwood, Georgia, playing back in Florida once again. They're going to North Christian. Paul's the only one to take North Florida Christian. The rest of us
may
going
not be
to
a bad pick and an upset, but
Valwood had a tough loss last week to McClay. Came back and beat them in overtime.
1 point, yeah.
We got Leon going to Port St. Joe over in Apalachicola. Joe and I are going with Leon on the road. The rest of you guys going with the Tiger Sharks. Jay at Chipley. Jay was running the ball early, but they're going to be facing a very tough Chipley defense. So we're going with Chipley in that one, all of us. Bluntstown at Arnold, all going with the Tigers on the road. Rutherford at Baker, we're all going with the Gators. You can't beat the Gators at home.
Brunson's boys.
Madison County with another tough game. They're going to Bay. Bay 4-0. Madison County has struggled a little bit scoring this year, but they're always a tough opponent.
That might be a first. None of us picked Madison County.
None of us. We got Taylor County coming over to Destin. We're all going with Taylor County. They're off to a great 4-0 start.
Yep.
Vernon going to Jefferson County. The undermanned Vernon Yellow Jackets having a tough season so far. They're pretty fortunate to even play this season.
True that.
We're all going with Jeff County. Sneeds at Bozeman. We are split on this one. Bob, Joe, and I are going with Sneeds. Bless you.
Tight.
And Paul and Marty are going with Bozeman.
Another
the Bucks
tough
at
pick.
home.
Yeah.
And here's another tough pick. Holmes County going to Northview up to Bratt. That Bratt, B-R-A-T-T. That's your spelling lesson for the night.
I've been there.
I've been there a couple times myself. Holmes County has had 4 straight single-digit games.
Won't be there. I don't think so.
I don't think it will be in this one. They got to stop the Northview run. They cannot throw the ball very well. Lighthouse going to Cottondale. Cottondale is going to be PO'd after last week's. They had a 60-50 lead early in the fourth quarter, and Freeport scores 21 straight points.
I wonder how many points they're going to run up on Lighthouse.
Oh.
We don't waste
wonder
any.
if Coach Everett.
Yeah, we love Coach Everett.
And I got some news. One of our legacy athletic coaches, Clay Embry, has been hired by Everett to be their strength and conditioning coach over at Lighthouse. Just found out the other day. So congratulations to Clay. Because up until this point, Everett was doing it all. And he needed a good, strong hand. Clay will definitely go over there and help them with their strength and conditioning. Clay was also a very good coach when he was stationed in the military overseas. Overseas football is huge. It's tackle football in the military. Very good coach, so I'm good to see that he'll be helping out one of our own coach, Everett Alford, over there at Lighthouse. But they're not going to win this week. Sorry. Cottondale's putting up a lot of points this year. Rocky Bayou going to Franklin County. Franklin County upset last week by Liberty County. None of us saw that coming.
Nope. Not me, sir.
And we were singing the praises of
John Cooper.
John Cooper over there. That's not the same John Cooper that coached
Not the sweater vest.
No.
Not the sweater vest guy.
But then we got Baconton Charter, Georgia, going to Osceola Christian. Marty's going with he's going with the Georgia team, and I was wondering, he's the only one going. He must know something that we don't.
He may have some inside knowledge.
Yeah. And he told me the other day when we were training that he said, I got to quit picking games with my heart. So he says, I got to go more with analytics, especially on the college side. But I don't know if he applies that to his high school picks.
But is Baconton near Macon? I'm kidding. No, let's not. Yeah.
No on-air production?
No.
Okay, so we're all going with Osceola Christian except Marty. And the last game, FAMU going down to Wakulla.
How many years? What's their losing streak?
I don't know. I would have to. I know they didn't win last year. And I don't know about the year before.
FAMU?
But Wakulla's going to be that game's going to be over before they even take the field. But those are high school picks. We'll get to the college ones later because we're going to head out for commercial break.
Let's do it.
And we come back. We will have Coach Lee Jones on, Navarre Raider wide receiver coach. And we'll be right back after this commercial break. And you know which one we're going with first, Bob?
Sometimes all you need to change your life is a sign. Like an actual sign that's like above you. And no, I don't love B-dubs just because I'm a buffalo with wings. Frankly, that's offensive and reductionist. It's like they made beer into a place and gave that place sports and chicken wings. And the people, the best. Marty! You're dead weight! Yeah, this place is kind of like heaven. You know, without needing to get hit by a bus. Let's go sports bar!
Great teams have great support. The Navarre Raiders have one of the best support organizations, the Navarre Raider Quarterback Club. All the members see to it that the Raiders have all available necessities to keep the Raiders on track. Well, they're seeing to it that they are properly fed, have good transportation, are making sure that all Raider fans can hear all the exciting Navarre Raider football action. The Navarre Raider Quarterback Club is there to make it happen. Thanks, Navarre Raider Quarterback Club, for your support of your winning Navarre Raiders on IrishBillSports.com.
A strong work ethic takes pride in a job well done. This is the kind of person you need. Express Employment Professionals can help because we understand what it takes to hire the right person. It takes real people, real interviews. We find good people, matching the right skills with the right jobs from the production floor to the front office. Express knows jobs. Get to know Express. Go to expresspros.com to find a location near you.
Craig Culver of Culver's.
Before farm to table, before field to fork, there was just good, wholesome food. Grown by America's farm families, prepared fresh at Culver's, and always served with a smile. We still cook every Butterburger to order using fresh 100% Midwest beef and craft our frozen custard right in the restaurant using family farm fresh dairy. So thank you, farmers. Welcome to Delicious.
University Lending Group, located in Harvest Village, is Navarre's local mortgage lender. A buying, building, or refinancing a dream home is in your future. You need to contact University Lending Group. Jennifer Gomes, Stacy Wright, and Sheila Billingham are the loan specialists who have the experience to take you step by step to make your buying, building, or refinancing experiences smooth. So University Lending at 752 Navarre Parkway, Suite 56, or call us at 850-396-0322. The Hustle isn't named after anyone, not after a designer, definitely not after a mythological god. It's not about stripes or ranking or status. The Hustle is real. The Hustle is about you. So keep in mind when you're repping and rocking Hustle Hard USA streetwear, you can tell all the onlookers that this mark, this brand represents your hustle, your grind. You put in that time, that sweat, that pain. Now it's up to you to show them all what you got. Win or lose, the hustle is real. Go to www.hustlehardusa.com and I can guarantee you, you will not be disappointed. Navarre Fitness is where old school meets new. Whether you're into free weights or the latest and greatest weightlifting equipment, they will meet your needs. They have cardio machines as well if you want to get your sweat on. Whatever direction you decide to go, trainers Clay Horton, Brick Grubbs, Andrew Coase, and Stephanie Hunt will be there to assist you along the way. So what are you waiting for? Oh yeah, how do I join? Just go to navarrefitness.net and check out our rates or call us at 850-816-5434. You can even stop by our location at 8700B Navarre Parkway in Navarre. You can also visit our sister gym, Midway Fitness, at 5660 Gulf Breeze Parkway, Unit 1. Both facilities are open 24/7. We are the place to go to get you started on the road to a better you.
Welcome back to the Buffalo Wild Wings Coaches Show as we welcome Coach Lee Jones.
How you doing,
welcome
Mr.
to the show. Lee, you were on with us last year, weren't you?
Yes. Oh, no, I didn't come on last year.
You didn't come?
No,
well,
sir.
this is a first then
It is a
for
first.
you. I was talking with Bob earlier, and he's like, I've known you since
Oh, you used to
you
work
were
with my mom
about
in the
5 or
military.
6.
I know I
About
was
5 or
running around
6
that
years
office.
old. I used to work with your dad, Lee Sr. Great guy. He's an awesome guy to work with. And,
Yeah, he's a good man.
But we go back, gosh, it's probably I've seen you grow up.
Yes,
grow
sir.
up.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And I love the success that you're having. You started
you.
over there coaching for Coach Everett Alford over
Yep.
at Lighthouse. How was that experience with Coach Alford?
It really got me into my start to coaching. Everett asked me on the golf course, actually, if I wanted to come coach.
Are you a good golfer?
I shoot about a 120.
Okay.
Okay, about a 120. I used to shoot my body weight, so I'm getting it down a little bit.
Well, when you really get good, you start shooting your age.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
I'm getting
yeah,
up
yeah.
there, but there's no way I could shoot 62 right now. But the experience there, I mean, he's had some great success over there at Lighthouse.
The first year was rocky when we first got there, but I think that helped lay the foundation of what they got going now. And then Everett got some good guys around them. And that second year, we were state runner-ups. And then I went on and left. I said, Everett, I know
So
you're
they
gonna
go
bring
and
that
win
ring
one
home.
without you.
Yeah. And we chatted up every Friday. We talk ball. We really bounce scheme and stuff off each other all the time. I was in his wedding, so that's one of my best friends. So
Yeah, I've watched a lot of you guys grow up the years. I went to Nick Brom's wedding a few years ago, and
we were in kindergarten together.
Yeah, it's kind of neat to see how you guys have grown up over the years. They made a hire this week over at Lighthouse. One of our guys that coach in our Legacy Athletics, Clay Embry, he brought on as his strength and conditioning coach this week. And Clay is a great guy, and that's a great hire. Because I know that Everett was wearing a lot of hats over there.
Everett had about 20 of them on there. But, Everett knows ball, so, he gets it done.
It doesn't surprise me. One of the youngest head coaches in the state.
Got it for a reason.
He's in his 4th year now?
Yeah,
fourth year, and he got hired when he was 25.
Yep.
So he's not even 30 yet, and he's in his 4th year as a high school head coach.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And a lot of great success over there. They're not afraid to play anybody. They play a tough schedule. It actually lightens up when you get to the playoffs because you play tougher teams during the year.
I noticed the 2 years I was there, we were playing this schedule in the regular season. I kept telling Everett, you see clips of teams from down south that we had play. I said, Everett, we just got to get these boys in the right place because when we start playing schools our size.
It's looked like you got some fans out here. We got Turbo Pope checking in, says that's my coach.
That's Logan Pope
that must be
there.
Logan Pope there, and we got Taylor Cuss checking in, says we love Coach Lee.
Pretty much my cousin right
and
there.
Victory 2 shows Coach Lee. We were still on commercial break, and she wanted to see you, but we had to run through the commercials. I don't want to have you sit here and listen to all my commercials.
The music was
he's
good.
on now, and for the first time, he's on Buffalo Wild Wings Coach's Show with myself, Irish Bill. Bob is taking a few minutes off before we bring him. He's our opener and our closer.
Okay.
So he can go. He can be our starting pitcher and then come in and relief. It's Little League here.
Like Otani, little Goose Gossage.
Yeah.
I know some ball.
But most definitely. We come into this season, you got 3 really good wide receivers to work with. And we got some great backups, reserves as well. But tell us about the job that we're going to have. We're going to have them all on here shortly. But Marquez White playing a position for the very first time.
Yeah.
It looks like he has played that position his whole life.
Well, coming into the season, last year it was kind of rough because we put 3 guys out there that never had a varsity snap before. So it was a lot of growing pains. But I knew at the start of last year, this next year, it was going to be very beneficial for our room. And, Connor's a good leader. Brody's a good leader. We added Marquez from the defensive side this year, and he's a guy that can go. And then we got playmakers even behind them, guys like Logan Pope, Liam Darden.
And we got a young man checking in here, Nash Jackson, a freshman. I got to see him play Monday night for the first time.
I'm telling you right now, Nash Jackson is a freshman that if he keeps working hard, he's going to break some records at this school.
Oh, most definitely, and those records are set up there pretty high by Brad Leggett, Jordan Leggett. The young man that's now up at Western Michigan right now, Terrence Marshall. Yep. I'm looking for him to do big things up there at Western Michigan. He's got a tough room to. That's a lot of big names there. Jordan Leggett, Brad Leggett,
but
one guy from Marquez Haywood.
Yep.
One of the best athletes to ever go
Baseball,
through Navarre.
Football. I've been watching Navarre football since probably like 2003, 2004. My sister's cheering all those years. So I've been able to see some guys. And one thing I do in my meeting room, I tell them about all these guys, and I try and find some tape about them. Like, hey, these some names you got to live up to, man.
Yeah. And it's a tradition. It was a struggle for Navarre early on. But I look back at the records. Their first year, they actually had a quarterback that went to Alabama and South Carolina, Scott Crouch.
Yeah.
And they've had some players play at some big schools and not bigger than Sterling Lovelady at Florida State, won a national title. Then they have Jordan Leggett that goes to Clemson, wins a national title. Your good friend Quentin Randolph goes to UWF, and what a championship game he had.
Yeah, he has a crazy story, just going from being a guy that got there and got in trouble with his grades a little bit to fight back to get on the field, and then I'm watching a national championship game, and he's got 238 yards at halftime.
And 3 touchdowns.
As a friend, it almost brought me to
with
tears.
Austin Reed, a guy that we saw play at St. Augustine. And that came over. He went through a couple of different schools before he got to UWF, then finished up at Western Kentucky. We've seen some great ones along the way. Guys like Dante Wright and Tyler England. Tyler is the only guy that had 4 touchdown receptions in a game, and he also had 3 interceptions that game as well. That was the Crestview. The only game that I've missed since 2009, Navarre puts up 52 points on Crestview, and Marlon Courtney goes 6. He only completed 9 passes, but 6 of them were for touchdowns, a school record.
That's a good game right there.
It was, and they got left out of the playoffs.
That was a sad
how Crestview got in the playoffs after getting thumped by Navarre 52-14, I'll never know.
Yeah.
But just some of the receivers that we've had, the tight ends, and talk about a couple of tight ends we got right now.
Yeah, we got some big jokers.
Tucker Williams, a 6'6" sophomore.
Yeah.
And
Walker Bridges.
Then you got the walking brainiac, Walker Bridges, who's being looked at by Georgia Tech right now. So if you're being looked at by Georgia Tech, you got to have a little bit of smarts up there.
Yeah, no. Our tight end room, and the good thing about them, they're young too. Walker's only a junior. Tucker's a sophomore, and then we even got a freshman, Alex Hepler.
Oh yeah, I got to see him play Monday night.
He's
That was the first
first
JV game that I've gotten to, and very, very impressed. And they got a good young quarterback there in Peyton Johns as well.
We got some high expectations for Peyton Johns, and one thing about him, he works hard too. So
Oh,
I think he's going
we see him.
Player for this.
They were working with us over at Navarre Fitness. Now we're over at Gull Point Latin School training these younger athletes. And the opportunity presented it. Did you even think twice about coming back to Navarre?
Yeah. So Coach Bagley called my phone and he said, "Lee, how's it sound you being the receivers coach?" And I said, "Give me about an hour to think about it." And I was like, I'm in. It was good to be able to come back home, not even on just the coaching front, the teaching front. I get to work with Miss Angie Taylor.
What are you teaching now?
I teach history and language arts for ESC.
I loved history. My favorite teacher in school was my history teacher. But so the opportunity presented itself. You didn't think very long about taking the position. Mm-hmm. You're in your second year now.
Yep.
I've heard a lot of I kind of tune it out, but a lot of going on with the Navarre slow start last year and their start this year. But I can tell you one thing. Coach Bagley, if anybody can get this turned around, it's Coach Bagley.
For sure.
You played with my son Brady,
yes,
and that was Brady's favorite coach.
Yeah. I loved Coach Bagley just being in the weight room with you every day while you were in high school. Actually, it's funny enough, Coach Lawson was my position coach in high school. And so now being able to coach with those two, whenever he gives those teams those same messages he used to give us back in the day, it still gets my chills going a little bit. I get my blood boiling.
I still have that one photo. I think you guys were playing Catholic, where you just laid one guy out and you were standing over him. And Catholic, I always hear comments back from Catholic when I post that picture. It's like, why you post that one? Well, that was a big hit by Lee Jones. I think he was wearing 22 that year because you wore a couple of different numbers while you were at Navarre.
I wore 22 sophomore and junior year and then switched to 8 my senior year.
But we've got let's talk a little bit about the game coming up this Friday night. Milton, not surprised that they're off to a 4-0 start. Coach Ronnie Douglas has done a great job up there at Milton. Does Coach Bagley talk at all about, he's a Milton grad.
Yeah.
Does he talk about that at all in the locker room, or does he
really
avoid it?
He doesn't even mention that he goes to Milton or that he ever went there. My bad. Obviously they're a good team. They're 4-0. They've won some close ball games. They beat Crestview by 1, Washington by 1, and then had a barn burner with Tate that was 3-0.
3-0. I haven't seen a 3-0 game in a long time.
Yeah, no, it feels like some 1940s football out there.
Well, they used to have Hurley Manning used to be the coach up there at Milton, and his motto was 3 yards in a cloud of dust. And that's kind of what that was last week. But they got one of the best athletes in the Panhandle, Caden Hall.
Yeah, I actually got a chance to coach KD with Quez and Connor. They were all on my 7-on-7 team the first year I did.
Pretty impressive team there.
We had a squad that year. We had a lot of guys around the area right now that were on that team that's balling out. So it's good to chat it up with them after the game. But, KD's a good player. We're going to have to gang tackle him, make him make some plays on defense, hopefully tire him out. And, it's going to be a dogfight of a ball game.
It sure is. Yeah. And those that are counting Navarre out, don't count your chickens before they're hatched.
You never do that.
Navarre's – I'm not even going to bring that stat up. That's a stat I don't want to repeat anymore. But anyways, we're gonna, like I said, we're gonna have Brody on. We're gonna have Marquez. We're gonna have Connor Hamblin on as well. Tell us a little bit about each of those players and what the best part of their games are.
Marquez is, I think, the best thing I like about him. He's got a real dog mentality. Like Marquez knows how to tote the line. He's going to get in other guys' faces, and he's going to back that up and make a play. That's
you know what? I have never had this many people on. I get you on. I'm going to have him on every week, Bob. I got viewers and listeners that I've never had on here before.
You got to get me in the booth during a bye week. I want to do a game with y'all one time.
Oh, most definitely. We may get out and do 1 or 2 basketball games this fall.
Yeah, I would love
and
to.
Then we're going to do home games for the Lady Raiders softball team this coming spring as well.
I can coach a little bit of softball at Lighthouse too. I know the game.
And what we're going to do is we're going to go up on top of the top row on the football stadium and bring the camera down. View. That way we can get the whole field. And now Brody Powers.
Man, Brody Powers, playmaker. Like, he really reminds me. I always tell my friends when they're like, man, 11 be going. I've said he's Cooper Kupp-esque. Like, he's a guy that ain't really fast. You probably don't think he's really quick. But when I cut on the tape, he gets open, and he catches the ball, and he runs after the catch. So he does his job. He blocks really well. So he's a second year in the slot, and I get to have another year with him too. So I'm really excited about working with him. I love coming to work.
And to finish that game last Friday night, a perfect pass from Roman Marshall.
Yeah.
Brody was right where he needed to be. Outran the secondary
to perfection. One thing about Brody, that wheel routes, he does what he is coached to do.
Great hands
to
too.
Something. Yeah, he's a reliable catcher. High ball, low ball, over the middle. Takes some hits too. So he's a tough kid.
He reminds me a little bit of not athletically like Quentin, but if the ball touches his hands, you might as well put a reception on the board.
It's caught. I'm trying to work on his 50-50 ability so he can get like Quentin, but
that's going to be tough.
His route running and his catch ability is really special.
Well, right now I think Quentin could run for mayor in Vegas and get elected.
Oh, yeah.
He is a very popular young man in Vegas. And now Connor Hamlin hasn't had quite the looks this year early on, but that could change at any moment.
Yeah, he was our leading receiver last year, and one thing about him, I say he's technical, and he's a really hard worker. He's always texting me, calling me on the weekend, Coach, can you open the field so I can get some work? When Terrence comes in town, they're always calling me trying to get some route running work. So he's real technical. And I've told him, wide receiver, I always tell him it's an opportunity position. One game it might be Quez's opportunity. One game it might be Brody's opportunity. But when the time comes and you get the ball thrown to you, the play does not care who makes it. That's one thing I always tell them.
That's right. And one of your buddies, Mecky Domino, checking in tonight. I loved watching that young man play. He could play some defense.
Yeah, that's like my little brother right there.
Yeah, and we got Kayla Perkins checking in, Dean O'Neill.
That's my assistant.
Aiden Gargis checking in. I mean, I need to have him more often. Bob might lose his closing role here. No, Bob and I have been together for 6 years. No, we're pretty set, and bringing Marty on this year has just been Marty's going to be interviewing the wide receivers. But we got any not we're going to tell the public. Are you working on some tricks up your sleeve for Milton this week? Or are we just going to stick to Navarre Raider football?
I mean, we always carry tricks. I feel like we did that whenever we were with Coach Walls. Some games we might run them, some games we might not. Trick plays are in a two-play situation. Sometimes you need it early to make a spark, get the ball rolling, and sometimes you might need it to come back and get in the game. So, might want to say hopefully you don't have to use it, and you may say hopefully we do use it to get a spark. So it's wishy-washy, but we're going to play Navarre football. We play our brand of football. This year we've been a bit more throw heavy than run heavy like we had in the past. But
I read an article last night online, and they're prepping for the game, and they said they have to stop Navarre's staunch running game. I said, you guys haven't done any research this year because Navarre is throwing the ball this year.
Yeah, our run game, we lost Texas and
that was a big loss right there.
That was a big loss. So we got guys like Curtis Sanders coming over playing both ways, and then we got guys like Xylon Sabito, Ben Eberhard, Hoyt Gurney.
Hoyt stepped up big time when he has to.
They're just waiting to catch their stride. We got to really like they were in our position last year. They came in the season with not a lot of guys that's took in varsity snaps. So I think when they get their stride and get their foot, because I see them spark in practice, and like Ben and Hoyt, I think that's going to be a duo.
And behind that big offensive line, Peyton Robinson,
Kyle,
Connor Bates, Kyle Hughes, and
Hoyler.
Yeah.
All those guys.
Jared's really stepped up over the last year and a
half.
half.
I really like how Connor Bates has improved. That's a guy that's really stuck out.
He's the only new starter to the offensive line this year. But, we wish you nothing but the best.
Yes,
I'm glad that we got you on tonight, and it won't be the last time that was get you on.
I hope it's not.
And good luck to the Raiders this Friday night, and say hi to your dad for me.
Yes, sir. I always will.
Take care.
Yes,
Lee Jones, wide receiver coach, Navarre Raiders. We'll be back after this commercial break with Navarre's 3 starting wide receivers, and Marty Wilson will be conducting the interview. Thanks again, Lee. It's good to see you. So we're going to head out commercial break, and we come back. Marty Wilson will be interviewing the 3 wide receivers from Navarre, but we'll be right back after this break.
Great teams have great support. The Navarre Raiders have one of the best support organizations, the Navarre Raider Quarterback Club. All the members see to it that the Raiders have all available necessities to keep the Raiders on track. Well, they're seeing to it that they are properly fed, have good transportation, are making sure that all Raider fans can hear all the exciting Navarre Raider football action. The Navarre Raider Quarterback Club is there to make it happen. Thanks, Navarre Raider Quarterback Club, for your support of your winning Navarre Raiders on IrishVilleSports.com.
A strong work ethic takes pride in a job well done. This is the kind of person you need. Express Employment Professionals can help because we understand what it takes to hire the right person. It takes real people, real interviews. We find good people, matching the right skills with the right jobs from the production floor to the front office. Express knows jobs. Get to know Express. Go to expresspros.com to find a location near you.
University Lending Group, located in Harvest Village, is Navarre's local mortgage lender. A buying, building, or refinancing a dream home is in your future. You need to contact University Lending Group. Jennifer Gomes, Stacy Wright, and Sheila Billingham are the loan specialists who have the experience to take you step by step to make your buying, building, or refinancing experiences smooth. So University Lending at 752 Navarre Parkway, Suite 56, or call us at 850-396-0322.
Welcome back to the Coaches Show at Buffalo Wild Wings. We have a great show tonight. We got young Marquez White on the show. What's going on, man? How you doing?
Doing good.
Do me a favor and put the mic closer to your mouth. There you go, bud. Speak up a little bit.
Yes, sir.
You feeling good though?
Yes, sir.
Having an incredible season. What's been your most favorite moment of the year so far? Specifically, I know this is your first year playing receiver on the field because you've always been a dog receiver.
Yes,
people don't understand. I've seen you work, bro, before this season happened. But what's been your favorite moment so far?
I think my favorite moment was Catholic when I first got my first touchdown at being wide receiver because I didn't really know if I would have liked the position, but I ended up loving the position, just helping my team move the ball, scoring touchdowns. It's a great feeling.
Yeah, I can tell. I mean, you've always been a team guy, very passionate. You're just a dog out there, man. But you can see, us, we have the bird's eye view, so we can really see what's happening. So I look at the entire game, Marquez, but you're just one of the athletes that stand out in regards to quickness, route running, your toughness, your desire. So that play that you're talking about when you scored that touchdown, me and Bill were going, we were going crazy up in the booth. I don't know if you had a chance to see it on the Irish Bill podcast, man, but it was phenomenal. Super excited for you, man. So speaking of the team, how is everything going in the locker room right now? How do you feel about it? And who's the leaders right now that's stepping up to let everyone know that it's going to be okay and we need to keep grinding?
Well, really, right now in the locker room, we're just working about executing because right now we're just trying to make sure when we put our foot on the pedal, we won't take it off. And really, our leaders are really Roman Marshall, me, Brody, Connor, Bryce Wheeler, of course.
Yep.
Zevin Jones, Chase Moses.
Let's go.
it just circles around. We're just trying to give leadership all through everybody.
Yeah. No, that's good. I like that. The energy is fantastic from what I see, especially on the sideline. Everyone that you just mentioned got a decent relationship with y'all. But, I can tell, whether it's y'all as a group, communicating together or trickling that information down to the young players, I truly like what I'm seeing. And, no matter what's happening on the field right now, obviously none of us feel like we should be 0-3. But that's the hand we've been dealt. And we're going to get through it, right? So, speaking of the locker room and everything that's happening, man, what do you feel the coaching staff has done well to keep everybody's mental headed in the right direction?
I think they're really executing on telling us, like, not what we need to hear, but what we need to do. Because right now it's not what we need to hear. We all know we're 0-3. We shouldn't be.
Yep.
But they're telling us what we need to do and how we need to execute, because everybody's down on us thinking just because we're losing games, we're not going to do anything. Okay, we get that. It happens every year. Everybody doubts Navarre. Navarre always comes up and shows them how Navarre plays.
I like it. And y'all did that last year, man. Similar situation. Went out to Tate and shocked everybody, right? Shocked the world. I feel like we can do the same thing this week. All of us do, actually. So we know a whole lot about you on the field, Marquez. Obviously, we see how passionate you are, how well you play the game. But we want to know a little bit more about you, man. So I want the audience to be able to see, what they need to know about Marquez off the football field. So where are you from originally, bro?
I'm originally from Pensacola, Florida.
What part?
I couldn't tell you.
Okay, it's all right. It's all right. So being from Pensacola, did people give you a hard time for coming down here to Navarre?
I mean, yeah, my cousins did. They didn't want me to really leave Pensacola, Florida, because I was gonna go to Catholic, but then I saw Terrence one day, and I was like, and he was like talking to me a little bit, and he was like, down there in Navarre, we really have a different program, and we really teach dogs, and I was like, okay, then I'm gonna come see what it's about. In my freshman year, I found out it was really great. I really loved Navarre when I got there, and I just wanted to stay there all my years.
I love it, and we're blessed to have you, man. So I got to give a shout out to Terrence Marshall for getting Marquez on the field with Navarre. So, so you told us about Pensacola, coming down to Navarre, how you made that decision. You have a bright future, champ. I feel like you can play college football on any level. So, in regards to college, when you make it to the next level, do you already know what your passions are and what you would like to major in?
I think I would like to major in construction, or no, I think construction is the way I want to go.
Okay, man, that's actually my background in the Air Force. I don't know if I ever told you that, but we call it civil engineering in Red Horse in the Air Force. But I actually have a degree in construction technology. So, yeah, man, really good career field to have. I like that, man. So we already got a little bit in common, So, outside of work and off the field, what do you like to do for fun, Marquez? I know you're a gamer, you know what I mean? You like to play some NCAA, some Madden.
Yes, sir.
What do you like to do for fun in your spare time?
Say on the weekends I'm not doing anything or I'm not working, I'll just go play golf a little bit. I'll golf with Kyle, Miss Colleen, his little people.
Okay. What's the best part of your game, the long game or the short game?
The long game's better. The short game, I really can't. I can't really hit like that in the short game.
Got that power. Okay, cool. So if there was a message that you could give to the community right now in regards to how you are as a human and what you would want to do to bring us all together, what would that message be for the community, Marquez?
My message would be always positivity, no matter what. Just because you're having a bad day doesn't mean you can ruin somebody else's day. And what my coach, what our defensive coordinator was saying, Coach Lawson, is fire. It's fearless, integrity, relentless, and energy. So that's just not off the field. It's in real life. Just because somebody think they're bigger than you, and think just because their team is better than yours, doesn't mean they have to downgrade you. Just be positive.
That's good. I like that. I'm all about that too, man. You want to keep everybody together. Don't like to have things that are divisive, right? We want to bring everybody together. I love that. So finally, this is where I like to take it, honestly, when I communicate with any athlete. And this is where we start at anytime we're working with the youth. We want everybody to understand why you're showing up to do what you do. Once we hit goals or accomplishments or milestones, a high percentage of people, they tend to stop going as hard as they go. Please let everybody know what your why is, man. You know, I have an acronym for why. What happened to you, what hurt you in the past that inspires you and motivates you to want to accomplish your goals. What's your why?
My why is really, I just want to get my family out of the predicament they are in right now, and I just love my brothers on the team. I just want to see everybody do great.
Man, I like that, Marquez. So, is there anyone in regards to your family? Let's say you make it to the highest level of football, National Football League. With your mom, you know, I met your mom before.
Yes, sir.
What do you think you would like to do for her, you know, if you made it to that level, man?
I would really love to buy her own house because she's always worried about her a house everywhere, but she's always going to find a way. And then I want to buy her a new car and just get her situated so she ain't got to worry about nothing for the rest of her life.
I like it. Okay, Quez. So the last thing is, man, please tell the community why we should believe that we're going to get that W this Friday at Milton.
We play Navarre football. We play hard. Nobody works harder than us. We wake up every single morning, go to work, no questions asked at all. And everybody's doubting us. You can doubt us. We're going to prove them wrong.
Let's go. All right, Marquez, that's it for me, man. I enjoyed your time.
Yes,
We're blessed to have you in the city, man. I'm so thankful that you didn't go to Pensacola Catholic. So
Yes,
appreciate you coming down here and blessing us with your presence, all right?
Yes, sir.
Have a great night, champ. Appreciate
Thank you so much.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Got another receiver in the building. One of my favorite athletes in the Navarre area all time, y'all. So the reason why that is, I think I met Brody when he was 12 or 13. Can you remember?
I think it was around 13.
Around 13?
Mm-hmm.
7th grade. This young man has been a baller, you know, since first time I ever saw him. Coachable, teachable, credible. He has toughness, desire, and he competes every single day. Honestly, I don't know if I've seen a receiver more open watching high school football in my life, man. Yeah, your route running is incredible. Please talk about it real quick, man. Why do you love the game, and what do you love most about being in Navarre, and where you're from?
So, to start it off, I'm from here, you know, born and raised in Navarre, same house for 16 years straight. So
Continuity.
Yes, sir. So I've always been a Navarre kid. From football, I started playing when I was 5. You know, I quit. I actually quit, and I came back when I was 11. And I played with the kids that I'm playing with now, and I've been playing ever since with them. And I just love the game. You know, I love watching it, love playing it. It's just such a joy to me.
Bro, we learn something new every day. I had no clue. I'm so thankful you came back, bro. Oh, my goodness. And especially being in the class of 2027, the future's bright. So, you know, Navarre has done some great things in the past. I know right now we're not playing the type of, you know, ball that we want to play. What do you feel good about in the locker room to help us understand that we're going to get, you know, back on the right track?
Honestly, you know, after that last game, you know, it came into the field house, you know, not feeling too good, but it felt nice seeing some leaders stepping up because we aren't used to having that, and we had a few dudes come out there and talk to us rather than the coaches having to say something to us. Felt good.
I like it. I asked Marquez, you know, who's been the leaders that's been the most effective in the locker room. Now, he mentioned all three of y'all. He talked about Bryce Wheeler. He talked about Zevin Jones and a few more athletes. Who do you feel right now is a group of people that we can rally behind in the locker room? Not only the players, but also the coaching staff and the fans. Who do you think is the alpha males in the locker room right now? So
right now, you know, Roman's really been stepping it up. It feels good to see our quarterback, you know, getting out of his shell and he's looking good. So he's stepping up. As Quez said, you know, Bryce Wheeler, he's really putting his heart on the line and like getting out there and doing it for us. And our coaching staff, you know, they're doing great. They're putting as much work as they can, and it feels good because, you know, they're putting all this time into us, and we got to put all our time into them, and then we can start to come together and start winning some games.
I like it, man. You talk about time, you talk about work. It takes a lot of belief to do those two things, and I'm proud of you for doing that. We know a whole lot about you on the field, and we want to know more about you in your personal life, man. You know, I don't want you to get too personal, right? You know, you ain't got to tell us your girlfriend and all that stuff. But, you know, outside of where you come from, what college would you like to go to? Do you want to stay like in Florida, champ? Where do you see yourself going, and what do you want to major in college?
So college-wise, I'm a huge Bama fan. So
unfortunately,
the dream, yeah.
I'm joking.
The dream's to go there for football, of course. But I mean, I'm a realist. If it doesn't work out, I've been thinking about it. It's a hard decision for college-wise, but I'm really thinking about like the engineering field.
Yeah.
I've been looking into like electrician and stuff because I've heard they get paid good.
No, absolutely no, especially.
Yeah, so that's really what I've been looking into, and I think I'm smart enough to do it, and I think I'm good at learning on the go. So I think I'll be able to handle it.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, the first time I met you, I got decent people skills, So being around you, I could see that you kind of stood back to learn your environment. But you are a very analytical individual and a hard worker on top of that, man. So if you ever need any like suggestions or help in the engineering field, just let me know, man. That was my job in the Air Force for like 20 years.
Really?
So
okay.
my background is construction technology, actually.
Oh, sweet.
That's what I majored in.
Okay, I'm gonna have to.
Got to tap it. I never talk about it. I never talk about
cool.
it. Yeah, no, that's good, man. Okay, so let's let the people know what you like to do for fun, man. You talked about your work ethic on the field. What do you do for fun, man, to kick back and relax a little bit?
Honestly, so my weekends look like so. In football season, a Sunday is straight football, like straight NFL. Saturday straight college.
Little fantasy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a little 2-0.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
so that's really where I spend most of my time. I spend it with my dad watching football like all day, and then if I'm going out, we'll go do something fun. Maybe some friends or something, but. It's not really nothing too much. I'm more of a homebody, so.
Yeah. Hey, please say your parents' name real quick, man. Got to give them a shout-out.
Teresa and Dustin Powers.
Let's go. They've done a great job raising you, man.
Yes,
so you and your dad have always been tight, and your mom as well, man. Proud of you for that, being a family person. Stepping outside of, what we do for fun, man. Do you have a message that you want to send to the community? Like, what's your passion, like, outside of the field and outside of the classroom, where when you are helping in the community, what do you like to do?
Honestly, I love bringing people together. Like, if there's an opportunity, it feels great to be able to bring people that may not know each other, or just complete strangers to each other, but be able to bring them together, and do something good that'll not only affect the community, but will also affect the people, and like the people that are doing it feel good about what they're doing.
Yeah, I love that, Brody. And you can tell, man, when you're out and about that your why is deeply ingrained in the community. I asked Marquez earlier what his why was. He talked about his mom. Please, tell us some of the things that might have hurt you in the past of what happened to you that inspires you daily, man. What puts that chip on your shoulder to motivate you to do some big things on the field and in the classroom?
Honestly, so I'm really big on my parents, man. My parents, they've been with me all this time. They've supported me. They've funded me since I was 4 years old, or since I've been playing any sport. And it really feels like I need to give back to them for that. And my way of doing that is trying to be the best son and person I can for them.
Okay, so you're telling Teresa and Dustin right now when you get that big NIL check, you going to buy them something, bro?
If I'm able to make them retire, I'm going to let them retire.
Let's go. I like that, Brody. That's good, man. You got to take care of that. So, all right, man. So if there was a message that you can send to the community right now, there's a lot of, I wouldn't say divisive communication happening in the community right now, but everybody's so competitive, and driven in this area. They really just want to see us win like we did in old times. What will you tell them right now to help them understand we're about to course correct and get back on the right path?
Honestly, I think it's really about belief, man. I mean, we started off rough last year, we're starting off rough this year, but I really think that if they believe and they follow behind us and are with us, I think that they can help us become better than who we are right now.
Man, let's go, Brody. We'll make sure that we spearhead that effort in the community for y'all, man. Super proud of you, Brody. It's incredible to see the growth that you've had over the last few years, and let's keep going, man. Super excited about seeing the rest of your high school career, and I can't wait to see you on TV, brother.
Yes, sir.
All right, man. No doubt. Great interview. Appreciate you. Yes, sir. All right, y'all, so we're rarely blessed to have so many talented skill players on the broadcast, but we're going to finish this thing up with young Connor Hamblin.
Yes,
How you
sir.
doing tonight,
Yes,
sir?
Good. How are you?
Doing amazing, man. It's definitely great to finally meet you.
Yes, sir.
And I've heard a lot of great things about you. One from my son, Joshua Wilson. I don't know how much you like him, but he was a huge fan of yours, man. And then obviously, your receiving core, your team, they love you, man. So what do you like most about being out here playing for the Navarre Raiders?
I just like the competition it brings. Because in practice every day, I get to go against the best DBs in the area. So just them giving me that work every day just keeps me going.
Yeah. Is there one specifically? Is it Zeke or Jaden, man? You like to see Zeke?
I like Zeke, but Jaden be giving me that work sometimes. But Zeke's a dog.
Bro, they're both rangy, and they both come up and hit too, man. So it's definitely. I can't imagine the battles that y'all have in practice. I haven't been out there in a while, man.
It's fun.
Yes, sir. I love it. So, man, Connor, we see you on the field, man. You're a great route runner.
Yes,
I'm a huge fan of yours. But I want to know some things, about you off the field, man. Kind of tell us, where you're from. Are you from the area?
I'm not. I actually moved here, 4 years ago, 2022. I think I moved here. I was from Virginia. I'm a military family.
What?
I was born in California, moved to Virginia, moved to Chicago, moved back to Virginia, and then my dad just retired here last year.
Outstanding. What part of California were you born in?
San Diego.
Nice, bro. It's beautiful out there. And your dad, was he in the Air Force?
He was in the Navy.
Navy. What was his job? You remember?
I don't know what he did.
That's all good.
I know he worked on planes. I think.
It might have been dangerous if he didn't tell you much about it. No, that's okay, man. I actually, I was in the Air Force, man. I retired, so I had an opportunity to work with some Navy Seabees and stuff, man. So it's good, man. So I feel like we're family already, Connor. You know what I mean? So, speaking about family, man, who are you playing for right now in your household, man? Is it your mom? Is it dad? Do you have any?
Playing for them all. They've been there since day one. I just gotta keep making them proud.
Yeah, keep making them proud. You are, man. I promise you that. So we talked earlier with Marquez and Brody about the locker room. So, transitioning from your family at home to the locker room family, man, who do you feel like are the leaders right now that you can lean on the most? And who do you want to go to battle with and for every time you step on that field?
I want to go battle for with the whole team.
Yep.
But the leaders in the locker room, Curtis Sanders, he's a big leader. Roan, he's big. Roman, he's a big leader.
Yeah.
Ali, me and Ali are workout partners.
That's awesome.
He's a dog.
That's good.
He always puts in that work.
Okay, y'all, you talking about like skill work or y'all in that gym? What's up, man?
Both.
Both?
I love working with Ali.
Let's go. Yeah, bro, Ali is the definition of perseverance and resilience, right?
He always pushes me. I always get an extra 2 reps. It sucks, but I know it's good for me.
No, absolutely, bro. Okay. So, we see you on the field, man, balling out. You're a great route runner. You got really good hands. You're just a really good receiver, in my opinion, man. But we want to hear about, some of the things that you like to do off the field, Do you have a desire to go play some college football, or do you want to follow that military journey like your dad did?
I do want to play college football. I love the game so much. It's hard to get away from it.
Yeah.
And I do want to play the game.
I like it. I can hear it. I can see it in your eyes.
I want to play it as long as I can until I can't play it no more.
You should, man. So when you get to college, you start playing the game. Do you have any idea what you want to move to as far as like a career? What you want to major in college?
I'm looking towards exercise science.
Let's go.
I know.
Hey, so I majored in construction tech, but right now, man, I'm doing physical science. I'm working out with kids and stuff like that. Do you see yourself owning a gym one day? You want to be like a physical therapist?
I was thinking about it the other day. I want to be like an athletic trainer. I want to train kids to play to their best potential. I want to teach them the little parts of the game.
Yeah. What do you like? Is you want to teach them like the skill like part of it, the will, or you want to do a combination of both?
The skill.
Okay. So we got some connects out here, man. Hey, Coach Mark Subido out here in Navarre. There's a whole lot of great coaches out here doing their thing. Obviously, Lee Jones, you're with him every single day. Yes, but, man, we definitely got some connections, man. So when you get done in college, bro, stop playing, or the NFL.
I'll hit you up.
Or in the league, not me, bro. You got to just come back to the community and give back. We'll definitely make sure you're taken care of. So what do you do for fun, man? You seem like you're very serious on that field, brother. Is it the same way like when you're having a good time? What's up?
Well, for fun, I usually play my video games. I play with Terrence, Nate, and Anthony. I usually beat them at NCAA. They know what's up.
Who's your what's your go-to team on NCAA?
NCAA.
Georgia, please. I'm joking.
We usually do randoms.
Okay.
We do randoms, but if I had to pick a team, I like Ohio State. I like throwing it up to Jeremiah Smith.
Hey, man, randoms, that's how real Kings do it. I'm proud of you for that, man. Ohio State, huh? Yeah,
Jeremiah Smith always comes down with that ball.
Oh, he's a dog,
You
ain't
just
he?
throw it up to him, he'll catch it.
Goodness gracious. All right, man. So, talking about having fun, out here in the locker room and with your teammates, how do you like to give back to the community, man? Is there like a specific thing you like to do? I know we got some young athletes like Peyton Johns that likes to go out and coach some of the youth football players. What do you like to do in the community?
I like to go to the NYSA, help the little receivers out on their just the basic stuff like catching the ball, looking the ball in, working on the footsteps.
Yeah. You talking about the bobblehead level or like, the younger athletes, or do you like the 12U, 14U?
Like the little bobbleheads.
Oh, the babies, yeah. Yeah, no,
there's
that's
some 14, 13. I think they're 12,
okay.
actually.
No, it's okay.
They're 12.
Either way, they're under 14, 13, right?
Yes, sir.
Giving back to Navarre, that's what makes this place so great, man.
Yes, sir.
And I love that. Okay. So speaking of the community, man, and like giving back, is there a message that you want to send out to everybody right now? I wouldn't say we're divided, but there has been some communication, some conversations that can be looked at as divisive. What would you say to the community right now that can help bring us all back together and understand, man, you're at the tip of the spear for the Navarre Raiders?
We just need to just bring love to the community. I feel like we're all just hatred. There's just not enough love and positivity. I feel like that's what we need the most here.
Okay. I like that, man. And we're behind y'all on that, too. Bill, Bob, and I, and Mr. Villanova, we communicate often, about things we can do to stay positive, even when we do have constructive criticism. So I like your viewpoint on that. So finally, Connor, I want to ask you what, happened to you when you were younger, man, that gave you the desire and passion to want to play this. There's an acronym that I utilize when we're talking to young athletes, man. What hurt you, what happened to you in the past that inspires you, gives you that chip on your shoulder to go to the next level?
Well, ever since I was a little kid, I always wanted to be something big. Like, I always wanted to be a big athlete. And I just want to do it for him because, I have to prove him that it's possible and that you can do it.
Yes, sir. So do you have, like, a favorite family member?
I love my dog. My dog Ammo.
Your dog's name is Ammo?
Mm-hmm.
Let's go. That's legit, bro. What kind of dog is it?
It's a boxer.
Okay. Big
Yes,
boy,
sir.
huh?
People say he's big. I think he's little.
Yeah, you see him as a baby, right? You've seen him since he was
he's my little boy.
I like that, man.
Except
so,
when he wakes me up in the morning. That's the worst.
So, hey, man, if you're blessed to receive like a big NIL deal, what are you going to do for Ammo, man, when you get that check?
He loves his treats. I'll have to get him a ton of treats, a big bed, his own bed, so he doesn't get in mine no more.
Yeah,
his own bed.
That's cool, man. That's awesome. Pets around here, man, are family members for sure in this community. So that's big, man. I'm glad you mentioned that. So finally, man, what's the message to Navarre community in regards to the game this week, man? What should we expect from Navarre High School, and how should we show up and show out for y'all?
Man, we're ready to play. We've been busting our tails all week. This whole season we've been busting our tails, but this week's it's been personal. We're ready. We're ready.
I like it. I was telling Bill, I saw a lot of improved intensity and physicality in the game against Mosley. It was unfortunate that we had some like key turnovers in specific situations, but I don't think the score actually was what I saw in the game. So I'm proud of y'all.
We had a little hiccups.
Yeah, bro.
Hiccups in the game.
Yeah, no, it's okay. All learning experience, right? Everything happens for good reason. We're still in the driver's seat in regards to winning that district, right? So it's not over yet, man. So do you have one final word from the community? Anything you want to leave them with, man, that helps them understand Connor Hamlin on a whole nother level?
That I'm ready. I'm locked in. I'm ready.
Let's go. Okay. man, we appreciate your time, Connor. It was good to finally meet you, brother. Look forward to communicating with your family. Seems like we got a lot in common, man. You know, I got to tell Josh I enjoyed this conversation. And blessings in the game this Friday, bro. I hope you have an amazing one.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right, no doubt. Let's go, Connor Hamlin, y'all.
Irish Bill checking back in with Marty Wilson. You got to tell me a little bit about these interviews that you just conducted, Marty.
They were incredible. We wanted to give the community some insight on the personal lives of the athletes. I know we see them work and we see them play the game, but sometimes we don't understand why they're here, and we don't have that personal connection, to the athletes. So was hoping to do that today. They talked about what their passions are, what they like to do for fun, Bill, and also what they see themselves doing in regards to going to college. And if they are able to get some big-time contracts or NIL deals in the future, they all talked about giving back to their families, man. So I think their hearts and their heads are
we
in the
have
right
one
place.
of the Buffalo Wild Wings customers that came up, too. He was born here, but he ended up moving up to Buffalo, New York.
Oh, really?
He moved back, and he asked us what we were doing. He goes, you guys are covering high school football like this?
Yep.
He said up in New York, high school football is an afterthought up in New York State. And I said, yeah, that's what we do is we cover it. He said, well, it's so great to be back in the South.
Bill, I'm telling you, even in Georgia, I tell you this all the time, champ. We have some private conversations that people don't hear. But, y'all, this Irish Bill network, the service that he's providing for our community is not happening in a lot of places. I'm from Macon, Georgia, and football is high school football, bar none.
In Georgia.
Yeah. I mean, it's right there.
It's incredible.
It's right there with the dogs, right? Recently we've gotten good, but this Irish Bill network is not happening everywhere, so we're blessed to have you, Bill, and to be a part of the family.
Well, I've been offered by a lot of other people that do high school football around the state to come aboard with them, and I said no, because you know what, it's my show. I have surrounded myself with great people like you and Joe Sell and Bob and everybody and Paul Villanova. We do a great thing here on Wednesday nights, Tuesday nights over at Culver's. Because if I went to work for somebody else, I would have to work by their way of doing things. And to me, there's only one way of doing things, and that's my way.
Well said, Bill. I like it. I like it. We talk about that every day, right?
We do. And I talked about Clay earlier, getting the strength and conditioning job over at Lighthouse, because Lee came from Lighthouse. Coach Everett Alfred gave him his first coaching job over at Lighthouse. Lee now teaching at Navarre High School and in his second year with Coach Bagley. And I said, how hard or how easy was that coming back to Navarre? And he said it's the best thing that ever happened to him.
Yeah. That young man's doing
He
big
was
things.
a great player for the Raiders when he played, and now he's back. He's framing young minds now as a history teacher. And I tell you, my message board has never been this packed on a Wednesday or Tuesday night. When Lee came on, it's like we got coming from everywhere. I see Teresa Powers is checking in, unless that is actually Brody, but it looks like it's T Powers.
Yep.
That tells me that's probably his mom, Teresa.
Yeah, she said, "Let's go BP." So that's
okay.
her. Yep.
And guys, we got Lee He brought the house with him tonight, even though they're not here. They're watching from wherever they're at tonight, and I appreciate it. I see former Raiders like Mecky Domino. He went on and played a little bit of college football over in North Carolina for a little bit at North Carolina Wesleyan with one of our old our quarterbacks over there. I think it was Brandon. No, it's Brandon or Zach Marquise. I get those mixed up. I think it was.
They were brothers. I think it was Zach Marquise. Yeah.
I
believe Brandon played receiver.
Brandon was a punter and receiver,
yes.
And Zach was the quarterback. Went over and played at North Carolina Wesleyan for a few years over there. Did a great job over there. It's just great to see the past Raiders coming back and joining up with the new Raiders. And it's good to see guys like Lee Jones back in the mix.
Yeah, this community, bar none, is one of the top ones in the area and probably all of Florida. we communicate often as well about collegiate athletes leaving home and coming back. And the reason why they don't want to leave and they want to come back to Navarre is because it's so incredible, man. The community is great, and it's good to see everybody coming to support Lee Jones and these receivers like that.
Most definitely. And he's got 3 good ones. He's got a couple of tight ends, and he's got a couple of guys that haven't got a whole lot of playing time that could start on a lot of teams.
Yes, sir.
Logan Pope is out there as well.
Yep.
I mean, guys, they got some. According to Milton, those are our best 2 receivers, and they haven't even seen the field yet.
Yeah, I know it's tough for Lee Jones weekly to communicate with the coaching staff in regards to who should be on the field and who should get the targets and stuff. These guys are making it hard for them to make those decisions on a day-to-day basis, and that's what Connor and Brody talked about, man, the competition.
And Lee and I were talking about that as well, about the freshman team and the freshman class that's coming up right now. And you got a young man checking in, Nash Jackson.
Yeah.
I got to see him play for the first time Monday night.
Nash is a dude.
The game didn't turn out the way we wanted it to, but they played a solid game against Milton on Monday night, and we got to see that up close and personal. And
yes, sir.
The future is very, very bright at Navarre.
Absolutely. And, we need to come together and make sure, no matter what, that we keep everybody together. Brian Johns, the father of young Peyton Johns, the quarterback that's a freshman, he's been avid about keep staying together. That's been his message, not only to me, but also, his son and the players that he helped coach at the NYSA, man. So I think we're going to be here for a while.
I know I'm not going anywhere. I've been here since 1991. I'm not going anywhere. This is my home for the last 34 years, and I couldn't think of a better place to live and live out my days right here in Navarre.
Yeah, I feel the same. I've been to a lot of places around the country, and obviously I made the decision to come here to finish up my military career, and I don't see myself leaving either, Bill. I'm still going to travel, but
Tell them a little bit why you came here.
Yeah, this is a great story. So back in 2016, I was up in Minot, North Dakota. If you're familiar with that base, most people don't like staying there.
It's cold.
It's very cold, but I love North Dakota. But at the time, it was up to me to make a decision. So my leadership there wanted me to deploy to Africa, to Djibouti, to do the job that I normally do, like downrange, and some dangerous situations. But they wanted me to go and do some well drilling there. I talked to my leadership, and I told them that I didn't want to do it, that I would rather PCS and go to another location. So they actually, when I went to talk to personnelists, I had an opportunity to kind of pick, where I wanted to go. It was pretty cool. So I saw it was a base in Minnesota. We had Eglin, Herbert Field, and Duke as well. That was open for my career field. So, I was doing some research, and, at the time I had 4 young children, and I just wanted to do what was best for the family. So, first, I'm going to be honest, I looked at churches, then I looked at the schools, and then I looked at the athletic programs. So when I was looking and researching for the athletic programs, I ran across young Irish Bill Hamill. I forgot, it was on YouTube. It was somewhere online. But I seen and heard his audio for a game that was being called. Michael Carter was here, famous running back that's in the NFL right now, and I looked at some film, and it was Irish Bill. So actually seeing him and the service that he's providing to the community, it helped me make my decision to come here. So it came full circle, and now we're sitting here today, 8 years later.
And you're part of Irish Bill's team now. And we are truly blessed to have you aboard as well. And
yes, sir.
I mean, Tuesday night you'll either catch Bob or Marty with me over at Culver's, and then usually we haven't had Paul a chance. Paul seems to be out of town a lot lately with the new job, but usually you'll see Paul Villanova, which is the voice on the PA that you'll hear at home games at Bennett C. Russell Stadium. We're going to head out, take a commercial break, and then we'll come back, and Bob and I will close things up. What a great night with Coach Lee Jones, Brody Powers, Marquez White,
and Connor
Hamblin. The 3 starting wide receivers for the Navarre Raiders, who are going to go up to Milton on Friday night and bring home the W. We'll go out for commercial break, and we'll be right back.
Thank y'all for tuning in.
The Hustle isn't named after anyone, not after a designer, definitely not after a mythological god. It's not about stripes or ranking or status. The Hustle is real. The Hustle is about you. So keep in mind when you're repping and rocking Hustle Hard USA streetwear, You can tell all the onlookers that this mark, this brand represents your hustle, your grind. You put in that time, that sweat, that pain. Now it's up to you to show them all what you got. Win or lose, the hustle is real. Go to www.hustlehardusa.com, and I can guarantee you, you will not be disappointed. Navarre Fitness is where old school meets new. Whether you're into free weights or the latest and greatest weightlifting equipment, they will meet your needs. They have cardio machines as well if you want to get your sweat on. Whatever direction you decide to go, trainers Clay Horton, Brick Grubbs, Andrew Coase, and Stephanie Hunt will be there to assist you along the way. So what are you waiting for? Oh yeah, how do I join? Just go to navarrefitness.net and check out our rates or call us at 850-816-5434. You can even stop by our location at 8700B Navarre Parkway in Navarre. You can also visit our sister gym, Midway Fitness, at 5660 Gulf Breeze
Sometimes
Parkway,
all you need to change
both
your life
facilities
is
are
a
open
sign.
24/7.
Like an
We are
actual
the place to go
sign
to get you started
like
on the
above
road
you.
to a better
You
future.
know, I don't love B-dubs just because I'm a buffalo with wings. Frankly, that's offensive and reductionist. It's like they made beer into a place and gave that place sports and chicken wings. And the people, the best. Marty! You're dead weight! Yeah, this place is kind of like heaven. You know, without needing to get hit by a bus. Let's go, Sports Bar!
Welcome back to Buffalo Wild Wings Coaches Show. It's a Wednesday night. We're in this is the 5th show already. But we still got 7 more games to do, Bob.
We do, and guess what?
What?
The back will be starting soon.
The back. The back will be starting.
Mac, Monday night.
Maction.
Tuesday, excuse me. Mac action Tuesday, right? Tuesdays or Wednesdays?
You got to love Mac football, especially when it comes to like October, the end of October. We get football every night of the week. We got Monday Night Football for the NFL. Then we go college football Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. NFL football, well, on Thursday night, all day Sunday, Sunday night. So does it get any better than that?
Nope.
But, we seen Bob on earlier. He was the opener. He's also the closing act tonight with me. And then we're going to go over our college picks. Last week, you and I tied for the top spot, 22-4. How do you feel about that?
Pretty good considering the games.
And Joe and Paul went 21-5, and Marty, he was the caboose. He was 20-6 last week.
He's gonna have to start picking with.
But here's our games this week. Friday night we got Tulsa at Oklahoma State, the Battle of Oklahoma.
That series goes back into I think this is 76, 77th time they've ever played. Oklahoma State coming off a
79-3 debacle against Oregon. We're all going with OK State in that one. Iowa at Rutgers. You're looking at the only guy that took Rutgers, the home team. Everybody else took Iowa. We won't tell people what Iowa stands for, right?
I can't remember last time Iowa played on a Friday night.
I can't either. But every time I see them, they're wearing Pittsburgh Steelers uniforms.
Kirk Ferenz.
They're all going with Iowa. I'm going with Rutgers at home. Maryland at Wisconsin. Wisconsin bounces back. Camp Randall is a tough place to win on the road.
Yeah, the line's not too – I can't remember off the top of my head. My phone's on the other side along with my wallet, which is not a good thing in a restaurant, just sitting there.
And then we're going Syracuse at Clemson. Some of the Clemson fans are calling for Dabo Sweeney's head. I say, get a life.
Raspberry.
You got Dabo Sweeney as your head coach. You sign him to a lifetime contract because he's not going anywhere.
Now, if they lose to Syracuse.
And former Notre Dame quarterback Steve Angeli's the starter for Syracuse.
That's right.
We're all going with Clemson at home to bounce back. We're going South Carolina State at USF. They finally get to play a team. We got
Little breather.
Well, I wonder if Joe actually thinks that this was South Carolina and not South Carolina State, because Joe actually took South Carolina State in this one. That is the school of one Tony Carter. He played football at South Carolina State. Right. So I'll have to ask him tomorrow. If I will allow him to pick, because
that's fair.
Yeah, and re-pick that one. Then we got Arkansas going to Memphis. Marty's the only one that took Memphis. The rest of us taking Pig Suey. And that one, SMU going to TCU. Marty's the only one taking that Shmoo. What's Shmoo?
What's Shmoo?
TCU's offense, that's what's new.
Game of the letters.
This game is going to be an interesting game. Texas Tech, the best team money could buy this year in 2025, going to Utah.
Maybe the last team who has possessions wins.
It could be. So we're all going with Utah, the home team in that one.
Yep.
UAB at Tennessee, no reason to talk more about that one. We're going with the Vols. Oregon State at Oregon, the old Civil War
used
game.
To be called the Civil War, but
we're still calling it a Civil War game.
Yeah, you're supposed to be politically correct, and that's what I thought. This is your show.
Yeah. And to me, it's still the Cleveland Indians. It's still the Washington Redskins.
Amen.
I'm sorry.
Amen.
You don't like it? Write my congressman. Kent State at Florida State. Knowles looking to go 3-0.
The Golden Flashes.
One more win than last year.
That's true. You know, you have a bye and you move up 3 places. I know, 2, 4, and whatever, 3, 5, and 7 fell.
And your first 3 games are at home.
Yeah.
You played Alabama at home. You played your second opponent, the St. Mary's School of the Blind.
East Texas A&M.
Same thing. And third game at home, and Kent State, you'll handle Kent State rather easily. Auburn, Oklahoma, this could be an interesting game. But Auburn struggled a little bit last week with South Alabama.
They did.
But we're going with Oklahoma, the much improved Oklahoma, led by John Mateer at quarterback, and a very strong defense.
Can you say defense with the old, what do they used to call that, the Big 8?
The Big 8.
The Big 8, 48, 47, almost like.
Can you tell me the original members of the Big 8?
Texas, Oklahoma, Arkansas.
Texas, Oklahoma, Nebraska.
Arkansas. Texas Tech.
I think was Texas A&M a part of
Texas
that
A&M.
as well?
That's right. Very good.
And I think that's about we about named 8, didn't we? Maybe SMU. I don't know if they were programmed quite yet. Baylor, I don't think was a part of that as either. But
ooh, that's a good trivia question.
In fact, I left my phone over there
That's
as well,
right.
next to your wallet. So we're both out of
luck.
out of
That's
luck
okay.
here.
That's
Anyways,
all right. We'll find
so
out.
much for our online production, or on-air production. Let's move on to games. We're all going with Oklahoma. Tulane at Ole Miss. We're all going with the Rebels at home.
Could be a good game, though.
Ole Miss is where Miss USA's go to redshirt.
Who?
Miss USA's. I heard Miss USA's redshirt at Ole Miss.
Yeah. And that's where my daughter Alyssa
That's
Grant's
where-
the grad student is.
Yeah, that's where beauty pageant ladies go to redshirt at Ole Miss. Anyways, I think I ruined that joke anyways. Purdue at Notre Dame. Notre Dame will get off to Schneid this week. Michigan going to Nebraska. Marty and I took Michigan. Bob, Joe, and Paul took Nebraska at home.
I just had a feeling. I got a feeling.
Anyway, so there's that one. Then we go North Carolina State to Duke. Joe and I went with the Dukies at home. Paul, Bob, and Marty went with NC State.
Battle of Tobacco Road.
Temple going to Georgia Tech. Is Georgia Tech this year's Indiana?
Could be.
We're all going with Georgia Tech at home. West Virginia, they actually did some renovations in their stadium. It looks really good.
Who's that, Georgia Tech?
Georgia Tech.
They play at Grant Field.
You're just all over the place, aren't you?
I am. Right near
you got a tomb named after you. You got a stadium named after you.
a $50 bill.
A $50 bill named after with your picture on it. And gosh, you're just a popular guy, Bob.
But
you're ours. The Irish Bills Sports Network.
That's right. And there's a what's the name of that burger place that's near Georgia Tech? What do you have? Oh, the.
I know what you're talking about. We were up there last year for the Notre Dame Georgia Tech game, and we drove through the campus there at Georgia Tech.
So many colleges right downtown.
Yeah, you got some Division II colleges right there with
Clark.
Morehouse College, Clark, Atlanta. They're about a mile apart from each other. You got Georgia Tech.
State.
You got Georgia
State
that plays at the old Brave Stadium.
Right.
Wow, it's just a lot of college football up there in those parts. Let's move back to our picks. West Virginia going to Kansas. Marty going with West Virginia. Every one of us else is going with Kansas. South Carolina at Missouri. This would have been a better game if South Carolina's quarterback wouldn't have got hurt last week.
Yeah, boy, there's a lot of anger between the Vanderbilt player was suspended. The South Carolina quarterback got injured in the second game. Unsportsman, the hit to the head, the helmet, and oh my gosh, the South Carolina Gamecock fans are ready to, buy out Vanderbilt. They were very angry. I didn't see the play.
I did not either.
But the fact that he's out under concussion protocol says that, it was a pretty hard hit.
Now we got West Virginia going to Kansas. We already talked about that one.
Mm-hmm.
South Carolina, you got Joe and Marty are taking South Carolina still without their quarterback. The rest of us taking Missouri. BYU heading to East Carolina to take on the Pirates. We're all going with BYU there.
Former Navarre running back at East Carolina? Nope. Negative, Ghost Rider.
Not any longer. We'll leave that one alone.
Okay.
Florida at Miami, Florida. And Florida just can't get an easy game. Now they're going to Miami, who's playing really well right now.
My brother-in-law is a big Gator. Hard to schedule in college football, no doubt.
Do you guys get along, even though he's a Gator fan and you're Florida State?
Yeah.
Or you just put up with each other?
Well, for a long time, Florida State's not been, the last few years, not been very good. But except when they won I guess 2 years ago they won their conference and didn't get in the championship. Billy Napier?
Not a bad coach.
I don't think so.
Not a bad coach at all.
Their quarterback, all-world, threw 5 picks last week. Is that true?
4 or 5 last week. Yeah, it was a long game. And of course, Brian Kelly did his usual unprofessional job at a press conference again. In my opinion, not a big Brian Kelly fan. You know that.
He had
We're all going with the Hurricanes at home. Hurricanes is also the name of our new high school going up down the road.
Our new friend from Buffalo.
Yeah, he's sticking around.
Yes, he is. He's buying everybody drinks.
Sort of like a bad dream. They kind of just keep coming back. No, we're joking.
He's a nice
then you
guy.
got the newer version of the Apple Cup, Washington and Washington State. Washington in the Big Ten now, Washington State.
State's horrible.
What's left of the Pac-2 conference.
Sorry, Pac-12, Dave.
Yeah, they're awful.
Washington State is awful.
But one of the biggest games of this weekend, in the years past, if you would have said that, you would have got laughed out of the conversation. Illinois, number 9, going to number 19, Indiana.
Indiana wants me.
And, Lord, I can't go back there.
That's right.
But anyways, all of us are going with Indiana except Paul. He's taking Illinois, the Fighting Illini.
The Balimas.
Arizona State going to Baylor. Marty's the only one taking Arizona State. Georgia State going to Vandy. Vandy playing some good football right now.
They need to be consistent, though, even if they play in a lesser, quote-unquote, lesser team. and they will remain undefeated. Is that correct, Bill?
Yes, indeed.
Wow.
And then you have one of the directional Louisiana teams, Southeast, going to LSU, the Baton Rouge. We're all going.
Little couscous in your
Little couscous.
little couscous with the gator tail.
Then you got Sam Houston, not Sam Houston State anymore.
That's right.
When they were FCS, they were Sam Houston State. When they move up with the big boys, now they're just Sam Houston. So we're all going with Texas in that one anyways. Not a close game there. Michigan State heading out to the West Coast. Marty's the only one taking state. And,
See you, fellas.
And Grady Kelly. Thanks for
Coach.
coming on, guys.
Wow.
Coach
I gotta
Lee
listen.
Jones,
I gotta listen to those
Marquez
interviews.
White, Connor Hamblin, and Brody Powers joined the Irish Bills Twist on Sports. Not Twist on Sports, but the Buffalo Wild Wings Coaches Show tonight. We've got a couple more games. Marty taking Michigan State and Grady Kelly.
Mm-hmm.
The Fighting Grady Kellys.
USC.
Then we got Fresno State taking their hardship game over to Hawaii. Joe and I going with Fresno State on the road. The Bulldogs win one on the road. Bob, Marty, and Paul are taking
This could be
Hawaii.
a year for Hawaii.
And then our last game that we pick, we're picking UWF every week that they play.
Absolutely.
UWF goes on the road to North Greenville. I think that's South Carolina.
It is.
It
is.
And we're all going with the Argonauts on the road to stay unbeaten.
I was listening to the show, and I was talking to you. I said, South Carolina. Great show. Good Lord.
Wow. The interviews just keep getting better and better. It's easy to interview somebody when you've known them since they're about 5 years old. I've known Lee since, guys, his head was probably not even over this table here.
And he played at Navarre, correct?
He played at Navarre. He's lived in Navarre basically his whole life. His dad retired from Herbert Field. Great guy, Lee Jones, and has worked with both him and his mom. His mom was Air Force as well. She's retired as well. Great family there, and it does not surprise me that Lee is doing big things now.
No, it doesn't. And you know, one thing that just continues to impress me about Casey Winfelter, we talked off the air about this.
Yeah.
Is she hires Navarre grads. I mean,
That
like
she
if there's
does.
a tiebreaker, if all the teachers applicants are equal, if you're a Navarre alum, that speaks a lot about leadership, that you have not only confidence in Raiders. She may have taught Lee, I don't know, but that's a strength that Casey has.
And for those that haven't heard, where have you been? Last week we had Ms. Winfelder on the show, and she will be the new principal at Southside High School and
The Hurricane.
the Hurricanes. And I came up with a couple of names so far. We have Grader to be a Raider. One of them is I don't know if you can use that one. She liked it, but I already said I know you can't use that one.
No, you can't.
Because the one should I even say what it was? The one I came up with is insane to be a cane.
It's what?
Insane to be a cane.
Okay.
Yeah, but then I came up with after the song, rocking like a hurricane.
Rocking like a hurricane.
Yeah, because we know they can be nasty.
That's the only
Hurricanes can
hurricane
be
we
nasty.
want around here.
That's right.
That and Flomaton.
Because Flomaton just down across the border.
They are. Aren't they the green hurricane? I've never seen a green hurricane.
Well, then we had Gainesville that was the purple hurricane.
That's right.
You dare not call them just hurricanes because in Gainesville, those are fighting words.
They are. Yep.
But well, we hope that you've enjoyed the show tonight. Coach Lee Jones, wide receivers Marquez White, Brody Powers, and Connor Hamblin.
Brody said he's about 85%.
He said he's going.
Yes,
he
he's
told
going to
me,
dress.
We talked off air, and he said, I'm ready to go.
He went to massage therapist.
With Dr. Marshall.
We got to get Doc as a sponsor because he's getting all this free publicity. He's getting money.
Well, I spend 1 day a week over at Marshall Chiropractic. His massage therapist, Gina Harrison, guys, she's incredible.
Does she? Does he do adjustments?
He does adjustments.
No, I mean for you.
No,
he has.
He has done for me. If I want to go to a regular chiropractor, I go to Doc Marshall. If I want to go to a sports chiropractor, I go down to Dr. Britt down in Tiger Point. He is actually a sports chiropractor. There's a difference between chiropractor, sports chiropractor, than a regular chiropractor, and all of them do a great job. Gina Harrison is a massage therapist over at Dr. Marshall's office. She does an incredible job. She's been a therapist for 30-some years. I've gone to her for the last 10 months once a week, and she keeps this old guy going. But
that's important.
Most definitely. But we hope you enjoyed the show.
Amen.
Seminole Bob, Irish Bill, Marty Wilson, you saw on conducting interviews with the wide receivers.
Marty's smooth, man.
He is. He's getting more and more comfortable, isn't he?
He is. He's great.
When he first come on, he was
addition.
like, Bill, I've never done this before, but he stepped right in, and he's been a pro ever since.
Oh, absolutely. He has the insight from a player. He's coached. We just make a great team.
All-state football player in Georgia.
That's right.
In Macon area, and we're looking for big things out of his son Josh over at UWF over the next few years. But we're going to go ahead and sign off. And remember, Friday night, Milton, 7:30 kickoff. Be there. If you're not there, make sure that you're on YouTube at Irish Bill's Sports Live 944, or you go to my website, irishbillsports.com. Either way, you need to root on our Raiders Friday night against Milton. Until then, this is Irish Bill signing off.
Good night.